What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you clicked on this thumbnail, then that you are here for my weekly review of Married at First Sight season 10, episode 12, maybe episode 12. Okay, so I'm pretty late because there's a new episode coming on tonight. But in this self-isolation, self-quarantine environment that we're living in right now, it is hard for me to find space and time to record because I'm in the house with 4 adults. I have 3 adult children and my husband is home. So trying to find space to watch the episode and then watch it again and then film and edit and post. It's hard to do when everybody's working from home. So let's get started. So last week's episode was the recommitment episode. The couples met with Pastor Cal, Dr. Viviana, to check in and see if they were all committed to sticking it out for the rest of the process. They have about 3 weeks left, and they checked in with them. First up was Brandon and Taylor. Again, I don't know why we're talking to them, about them, with them, around them, or for them. They should no longer be here. But they met with the experts. They both got to the point where they said that they were willing to try to make this a thing. It's already a thing. It's a stupid thing that they keep. I don't like that they keep trying to force them. I want to say force, because force is a strong word. Pastor Cal did say, he's not in the business of forcing people to stay together or get divorced. But they are strongly encouraging them to give it another try. And I think it's pretty much run its course. So we should just let sleeping dogs lie and let them go on their way. But alas, Brandon and Taylor both decide that they are in it to kind of win it, maybe. They both gave what do you call it, stipulations on what they needed, or requirements of what they need to move forward. Brandon said he needs Taylor to act like a wife and be a wife and not act like a single woman. She said, and he said to not lash out, or not to hurt when she's been hurt. Like, they should really sit down and talk about things. She said she needs for him to be more consistent in his behavior and his showing interest in his just person, because she's seen the good Brandon and she wants him to be kind of consistently that person. Personally, I think that good Brandon is not the real him. I think the person, the Brandon that throws temper tantrums is more than likely the real him. Those were their requirements. They actually met back at the apartment, had a conversation that was kind of awkward, but kind of just kind of like, yeah, okay, well, we're going to try this. I don't know that we've ever heard of whether or not they have had sex or not, but I feel like that if they have, that's the only thing that's drawing them back together. Maybe he really rocked Taylor's world in the bedroom and she really wants to get another piece of it. Who knows? He says he's willing to work on his flaws. They agreed to not be petty and talk about their issues when they arise. So that was Brandon and Taylor. Next up was Jessica and Austin. And Jessica and Austin, we talked about before, are pretty much on the verge of being in love. Like, Jessica even said she loves him. She knows she loves him. She wants to say it. She doesn't want to be the first one to say it. Maybe she's been hurt before by saying I love you to somebody and they didn't respond. Maybe for somebody like her, I feel like that just sends her wheels spinning. She says, I love you, and he doesn't say it back. And then it's like, well, does he love me? And he just doesn't say it. Maybe he doesn't love me. Oh my God, I said it. Now what? Like, did I look stupid? Did I jump the gun? I don't think she's in love with him in 30 days. I think she loves how he treats her. She loves spending time with him. She loves what happens when she's with him. But to say that you're in love with somebody in 30 days, I think is a stretch. And to expect somebody to be that much in love with you in 30 days. Feel some kind of way when they don't say they love you that soon. I think that's a bit much. So Jessica should chill, because I think Austin's actions show that if he's not in love, like, he's in really strong light on the love train. Just let it ride. The experts asked them what would have to happen for them to say no on decision day. And he says that the main thing would be if something major happened and that would cause him to lose trust in her. Because right now he trusts her, he's all in. And if he loses trust, then he's all in. This is a deal breaker. I get it. Trust is a huge thing. You know, it has been a week since this episode, so I don't remember exactly what happened after their sessions with the experts. But they both left saying that, Jessica wanted Austin to, she was on the verge of saying I love you when they got back to their apartment. And she didn't. I don't know what that is driving down the street. Could be a dump truck. Could be a truck taking meat and toilet paper to the local Costco. I hope that's it though. But yeah, Jessica and Austin are on the path. I don't see them not saying yes on decision day unless there's some major blow up, major hiccup, major fallout. MEKA and Michael. Lord, MEKA and Michael. What was that whole cutting the grass thing? What was that about? Michael is weird. He's weird, and MEKA doesn't like his type of weird. There's somebody out there that likes his weird, but she's not the one. They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it. So I wrote down that she always looks at him with disgust and disdain. She's always looking at him like, what the hell are you saying? What the hell are you talking about? But they met with the experts as well. And Pastor Cal kind of put him in his place and called him, call a spade a spade. Like, do you really think that you can be honest? I don't know that I believe you when you say that you can be, because that's kind of where Michael lands right now. Like, we don't know what's the truth with him. If he said the ocean is blue, we have to go swimming over ourselves, because that's how dishonest he's been, how inconsistent he's been. And MEKA is kind of fed up with it. Now, we all have agreed that she comes off very judgmental and rough, and she's very hard. She had a revelation with Dr. Viviana. She's hard. She has a hard shell on her, and it is tough to crack. But rightfully so, in my opinion. Like, he's a tough one to deal with. Her requirements for him to say yes on decision day is honesty and trust. She needs him to be consistently honest. He says, again, vulnerability. Well, what the hell does that mean, Michael? You have not explained. I think growing up, he may have heard somebody say that, and he's just kind of stuck with it. But he keeps saying, I need her to be more emotionally vulnerable. But can you explain what that means? Like, give me an example of what you're talking about. I don't think he knows, and in turn, he can't tell her what it means. He says he wants him and his wife to have fun at all times, and that's the most important thing to him. But marriage is not always fun. It's not always fun, especially if you're lying about your salary and things when it comes to your car. Like, these things come back. Lying about your job title, what you do, where you do it. These things come back, and that makes it not fun. Lying to make sure that you're having fun is not, the two don't go together. Like I said, MEKA got a light bulb went off with her, with Dr. Viviana, that she's not soft. She doesn't give warm fuzzies to him, and she never will. She won't. They just don't mesh. There's no chemistry between them at all. There's no physical chemistry. There's no emotional connection. They don't communicate well. They're just wrong. I'm sorry. They would have been better off picking two names out of a jar and putting them together. With all the work that they did to put these two together, they could have just pulled their names out of a bowl. They meet back up at the apartment and kind of talk about, debrief of what they talked about in their sessions. And they come to a common ground. Like, he understands why she needs him to be more, be honest. I think she's trying to get past the whole lying thing until he lies about the next thing, which is going to be that trip to Jamaica. They ain't going to no Jamaica, y'all. Or she ain't going with him. And then towards the end, like, she was smiling. Like, I think she wants to try. They both want to be married. They want to fight for the marriage. They just don't want to be married to each other. And they should just not be. So let's just let them not be. Katie and Derek. Let's see. Katie. What can I say? What do we say about Katie? Katie is ruining it Katie is self-sabotaging it. Katie is throwing a monkey wrench in their plan. The one thing that Katie needs to understand, and I don't know that she needs to understand it because I think she's a really smart girl. I think she's very strategic. She's selfish, and she's strategic about how she gets what she wants. But the one thing that the worst thing that a woman can do to a man, to her man, is to not support him. She's making Derek pick between her and his dreams. Now, granted, his dreams of building a treehouse that connects to another treehouse that connects to another treehouse may be far-fetched. Like, come on, are we really gonna do that? But if you're not really gonna do it, can you pretend? Oh, babe, that sounds like a good idea. We should put hardwood floors in there, and they should have, granite countertops. He wants to write a book. Who's to say that he can't write a book? People take years to write a book. He could write a paragraph a day. What else did he want to do? He wanted to do some outlandish stuff. Like, did he say he wanted to be an astronaut? Because if he didn't, I feel like that was the only thing he said he didn't want to do. But for her to say, you can't have those dreams and me too, is so selfish. It's so her. Like, this is what she has evolved into. This is what she has shown who she really is. He just wants to know that you're in his corner. Whether you're there, whether you are really there, just say you're there. Don't shoot him down. She's cutting him off at the knees, and he can't do anything with that. It's defensive. They argue. He eventually has to say to her, all these dreams I have actually include you too. He's saying, I'm going to build these dreams with you by my side, which I think is a really honorable thing for him to be as young as they are. She's just being a bitch about it. She says it's not realistic to have so many dreams, but it is. You can have a bunch of dreams. They might not all land. Throw them up in the air and catch two. Like, you can have as many dreams as you want. He doesn't seem like he's quitting his job and going to live off the grid and just be a dreamer. No, he goes to work every day. I just think she's being very selfish, and she doesn't really want to be married to him anymore. Like, the honeymoon phase is over. She feels like, it seems to me like she feels like she has given him all of her and all of this, all the fire, as she calls it. And he's not head over heels falling saying he loves her, and she can't understand that. Derek's requirement for of her is that she just supports him. Don't tear him down. They get back together at their apartment and they debrief, and she actually apologizes for her temper tantrum. And she's just like, I just want to know that you want me. And he gets down on his knee and looks her in her eye and says, I want you. So Katie, get your shit together. Like, don't tear this man down, and support him. I feel like they'll say yes on decision day, but I'm just not sure how long they will last. Last but not least is Zach and Mindy. It's no reason that Zach should be on this show. Zach should have been on a dating show. And I've said this week after week after week after week, Zach is there for Zach. He wants to be, even Pastor Cal said it in his confessional, like he wasn't sure if Zach is just there for his own, to promote, what did he say, to promote himself, or just for the cameras. Like, he is. He's there to be seen by somebody. Like, he's always just all turned on for the camera. He's never around when the cameras aren't on. So if you're not only there for the cameras, then what are you there for? Mindy told Dr. Viviana everything that's happened so far. And Dr. Viviana asked her, what are your requirements of him? And she says she has four requirements. She wants to see more of him outside of filming. She wants him to be more transparent about the relationship that he's had with Lindsay, her friend. She wants him to tell her the secret that he made up. He's a bullshitter. He's such a bullshit. And she wants him to move in. Pastor Cal asked Zach, does he think been cheating on her? No. Fool, the fool that he is. Talking to her friend, texting her, having conversations with her, that is cheating emotionally. You're not there with your wife in the house. If y'all can hear talking, a man's voice, it's my husband. I told y'all my house is full of adults right now. So Dr. Viviana tells Mindy, you know, these are valid. Like, these are valid requests that you should ask of your husband. But what you have to do is put stipulations on them. Like, tell him these are your requirements and then hold him accountable. Have consequences. If you don't do these, then this is what's going to happen. And she asked her, are you at a point where you can walk away? And she says, absolutely. She says it vehemently. Absolutely, I could walk away. They go back and chat about and debrief because they both said that they are committed to the process. Zach says he's committed to making this a great experience. And Pastor Cal calls bullshit. Ding, 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 ding. No, you're not trying to make this a great experience. It's a marriage. Do you want to make this a great marriage? Are you committed to being in the marriage with her to go from now until whenever? Oh yeah, that too. He's such an asshole. So they meet back up at the apartment. They debrief, and she gives him her requirements. Filming more off camera. Oh yeah, I can do that. Tell me about Lindsay. Show me the text messages. Well, I don't have those. I deleted them. Oh, well, did you know she deleted hers? No, I didn't know that. Well, you're bullshitting. You're lying again. What was the third thing? Tell me the secret. Yeah, he's going to tell her the secret. Can't wait for that. And move in. He says, oh, well, can we talk about that? Well, that's what we're doing, right? We're talking about it. I was feeling sorry for Mindy because I feel like she's just getting drug over the coals, but like, you just got to let it go. Just don't act desperate. Like, she's so excited because he's going to come over and bring a bag and spend the night. And she's all ready. They do this nighttime routine and get ready for bed. And he goes in the other room. Did she really think he was going to get into bed with her? Nope. Nope. He's not staying. He brought a bag that probably was already in his car because it had some old sweatpants in it and maybe a shirt. And he said the rest of the stuff in the bag was just random stuff. It was probably something like a gym bag he had in his car. He's so full of lies. And he doesn't want to look like the bad guy by walking away, but you're looking like the asshole by staying. That's where it ended. Like, everybody was recommitted. And we'll see what happens. I mean, Jessica and Austin are probably in love and gonna say yes on decision day. Katie and Derek will probably say yes, but I don't know if they will come back to the reunion still together. Mika and Michael will probably not say yes. Taylor and Brandon will not say yes, and Zach and Mindy won't say yes. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next week, or actually probably tomorrow, because we have another episode tonight. So stay safe, guys. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Be safe. Social distancing. Don't forget. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace. Bye-bye.